What is going on, everybody? It is That Male CNA, and we are back at it after a few years with a new video. I'm excited to be back on the channel with you guys. I'm excited to be back in healthcare full time. I have missed it dearly. I know what my passion is, and this is it. It's helping other people and making a difference in their day. As long as I can do that, then it makes me happy. So, what have I been up to? Well, I told you guys that I wanted a truck, so I got one. It is an F-150. It has a 5.4 liter V8 engine. It is an old school boy, but it is still running. It is the 2-valve 7700 series with 7 lug nuts. We also still have the Nissan, of course. We've made a little bit of different, our living arrangements are a little bit different for the time being. Keep it at that. Now, today's topic at hand is the call bell. Let me give you little guys a little bit of a lesson about what a call bell is. It's just a device that a resident has attached to them, or not attached to them. It has, attached to their person or on a blanket or something like that. It's attached to the wall. It sends a signal to a little board. It says, hey, this room is calling for help. They need such and such. Can you please go answer the call bell and see what they need? Guys, a call bell is not an optional thing to be answered. I don't care if it is 59 seconds on the clock and you're about ready to head out. That's not how it works, guys. You don't leave your call bells for the next shift unless you're already clocked out. I mean, yeah, that's a different story. But it is not fair to leave your call bells and expect everybody else to answer them while you're sitting behind the nurse's station, pretending to document while you're just sitting there on your TikTok and Instagram. No, that's not right. That's not how it works. Because 9 times out of 10, it is a very simple thing that these residents need. It is something that us as healthcare workers took, I wouldn't say an oath, but we understood what we were getting into. And even when that's another thing too, guys. I'm actually teaching CNA classes now. I am a teacher for CNA skills. I'm very happy with that. Quite a few of my students passed their state exams for the state of New York, and I'm incredibly proud of that. I believe 7 out of 8 or 9 passed. I'm not sure about the other 2 because they haven't contacted me yet. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. I taught my students all about the call bells. Even when I took them to clinicals, they were going off like crazy. And guess what? We were there as support to the regular nursing staff and other CNAs that were on the floor. And I told them, hey, guess what? Go answer that call bell. You're going to answer it and see what they need. Okay? So 9 times out of 10 is for water, 9 times out of 10 it's for adjustment in the bed, or they just need something simple, guys. Those call bells are, okay. I will side with the aides that say, oh, that person's a constant ringer, and for 10 out of 10 reasons she's just ringing to get attention. Okay, you do have those every once in a blue moon, guys, but most of the time it's for something that it's just simple. I hate the reasoning and logic behind some of the aides thinking where it's like, oh no, I'm too tired to answer that right now. Oh, I was just in there. Okay, well, maybe you didn't get all their needs fulfilled at the time that you were in there. You know what you were getting into with this, guys, and there's really not an option of saying, oh no, I'll answer that another day. That's not how it works, y'all. We knew what we needed to do when we were doing this, And it's sad to think that people just don't care to answer. We as healthcare professionals knew exactly what we were getting into. All right? We knew what we signed up for. It's to make a difference in the life of other people that are not able to take care of themselves at the current moment. They are rehabilitating inside of these nursing homes or hospitals to get better, so we no longer have to make their basic ADL needs met. Call bell, guys, you got to be careful. If some of these residents, especially for the type of floors that I've been working on lately, which is like short-term rehab, 90% of my residents are with it. You have the occasional that are confused and are ringing for no reason. Still got to go in there and answer and see what they need. That's just what it is, guys. And now another little bit of a offshoot of this. So you have your designated 10 to 15 people that you're taking care of for the day, right? Sorry about the camera angle there. You have your 10 to 15 people that you take care of for the night, right? And okay, this person's on my list, that person's on my list. Oh, whose call bell is that? Why is it going off? Guys, every person on that floor is yours. Even if they're a no male, even if they're a no female. Yes, I do have one resident that does not want a female taking care of her. She only wants males. For whatever reason, that is her preference. That is what she is able to do. That is a choice that she is able to make. She doesn't even want females answering her call bell. I don't know, maybe a bad previous experience or something, but it's their preference. So, back to the topic at hand, guys. Everybody on the floor is your patient. Just because they're not assigned to you doesn't mean you can't do something for them. I find myself in plenty of situations where the other aides are not caught up with their work because they have more demanding patients than I do. I will get off of my behind. I will go and make sure that they start getting to get caught up. I will always take on an extra 3 to 4 people. It only usually takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to get someone fully situated in the bed, dry changed, make sure they have their meds for the night, and make sure they're good and caught up, okay? It does not take an army of rocket scientists to figure out how to transfer and pivot somebody. Yeah, there's some people that don't have a... Okay, if they didn't get evaluated, yeah, there's really not much you can do for them. But 9 times out of 10, guys, it's something simple. You know, hey, go ask the other nurse who's on duty tonight, I need some pain meds. Okay, yeah, they're not due for the Advil or the oxycodone or their Lunesta for their sleeping, but you know, it should be simple stuff, guys. It's really not that hard to get off your behind and answer a call bell. Plus, I just don't want to hear that ringing going off. Answer call bells, guys, please.